Hey guys, and welcome. Today we're going to explore what 1 month of game development into my current project looks like. Just a quick rundown before we get started. This game is just a short and small puzzle and platformer type of game. It's getting inspiration from Portal mainly, and a lot of the design inspiration comes from Mirror's Edge and Refunct. The puzzles will be based on 3 main mechanics. The player can go back through time through his previous positions. There's also a ghost that will follow the player's old positions, which can be used to solve puzzles. And the last mechanic, the player can use some of its stored time memory to pause objects and platforms. So let's get right into it. First few days I was working on the rewind ability. It turned out pretty good, so I haven't needed to change it since then. Just keep in mind, I haven't been recording the whole process properly during the first few weeks of development. It was mainly just recording my screen with my phone as I worked on new things. I made a button that can be clicked by the player, and the player's arm has a nice animation that also goes to it, and it goes to it regardless of the angle you're facing, so it always looks a bit natural. Towards the end of the first week, I also made a drone that can shoot a laser at the player, and it has a nice little particle effect to go with it, but I ended up not really using this much or finding a nice purpose to it because it doesn't really suit the idea of the game. So I'm still struggling to find a way to implement it, and I'm mostly on the side of leaving this out of the game. Week 2, and I made the Time Blast ability. I made it so it has a nice animation, and it has the ability to freeze certain objects in time. I made a jump pad that launches a player up into the sky. I made a teleporter that can send the player between the 2 linked teleporters. And I implemented this cool particle effect to the hand when it uses the Time Blast. Halfway through the week, I started adding sound effects to most things that I could. I added pressure plate and button sounds, I added teleport sounds, and a sound for the Time Blast. I made this text algorithm that I'm still not sure whether or not I want to have in the game. Basically, what it does is it'll randomly generate a positive feedback string to the player. It feels a bit out of place at the moment, so I'm not 100% sure whether I want to keep it similar to the drone. Week 3 started, and I made these movable platforms, and they can also shrink. They're controlled by the buttons and pressure plates. I made these purely cosmetic background pillars that sinks into the ground. I also made the player platforms be able to rise up from the ground. Week 4, and I started work on a basic main menu. At the moment, only the start and exit buttons work. I also started experimenting with level design, which led me to realize I needed to add a lot more little things and fix up the little things that weren't working. So most of this last week was spent fixing bugs and polishing little features. Okay, so today it's been 1 month since I created this project, and I have a working prototype. So here it is here. I'm gonna double click, open it up. The name of the file is still trying to figure out how to change that, but here we go. Chrono Leap. That's my current name that I'm thinking of using. It could change in the future. This is currently broken in the main menu. It only deletes a save file while you're in the game. I can click play. I'm introduced with this little text thingy here. Welcome to Chrono Leap. I turn around, I hop on here. Yeah, there's a nice little setting here. Lots of pillars around, there's points. I'll probably make the points, the ones around there, not be visible until like you get up to that stage. So I'm not going to show the whole thing of this demo because I'd rather people experience it themselves without spoiling it. Yeah, and here's the exit platform thingy, or level stage bit thingy. Some pillars would come down, some new ones would come up. Have it so when you hop on a new thing, it'll reveal whatever's on top of it. Yeah, it's coming along pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm really happy with the progress. Yeah, so I'm not going to continue progressing because I don't want to spoil it, and I want people to experience it themselves. And let me know if it's too hard or too easy or whatnot. Yeah, give it a try, and then come back. The link is in the description to download it. It's a small file, only 100 and something megabytes. Then just open it up, unzip it, and then double click the application, and then yeah, you'll be off on your merry way.